the idea of leverage is like, if I had one store, I opened two, you could have two stores. You have two, you could get, how you could get to four. If you had four, could you get to eight? And so I was just playing, it was just like scribbling on a napkin and saying, gee whiz, this is pretty interesting. But how do you get from one community, Columbus, if I'm going to get to a larger number of stores, I'd have to be in multiple cities. And everybody knew that people didn't have stores in multiple cities. And I said, well, I could try it. Maybe didn't see it was leverage, but it was a way to get to scale. But I recognized, but probably intuitively couldn't articulate it. We had a merchandise plan, we had a store design, we had a name of our store, we had a lot of things that were replicable. And so if I could open a store and then I could open another one just like it, and then you could open another one in another city just like it, calling it leverage. You have a replicable model that's repeatable, and there's also financial leverage and human scale. So I recognize if I had 4 stores, then I'd probably have 4 assistant managers. Those 4 assistant managers have career opportunities to become store managers if I open more stores. If I'm picking a style for one store or a color, a garment, why couldn't I pick the same style for 8 or 10 stores? You're just writing a bigger number. So what I try to do was say, what I'm doing, could I copy it? I really didn't see it as leverage. But I said, I can just build, it's like McDonald's building more golden arches. So I could open more stores and I could try them in different cities. And it kept expanding. So Columbus and Dayton, then Columbus. And I said, well, Dayton is an hour away to drive, and Milwaukee is an hour away to fly. But I remember thinking that what's the difference between driving an hour to Dayton or flying an hour to Milwaukee? Is time and distance the same? And I got a map and I said, it's far away, but the characteristics of Milwaukee, Columbus, Dayton are similar. So they say, wow, that does work. You could actually open stores in Milwaukee. And then I went to an office supply store, got a map of the U.S., and got a compass and a wax crayon, and I drew concentric circles out 200, 300, 400 miles out of Columbus. And I said, my God,